tell you what, Perez looked like an Olympic sprinter break, just blowing past defenders in transition.
Now, here's Porter. Here's Roberts.
Clearly a foul. Yeah, he took a shot there. Earned those free throws.
And breakdown here, guys. The defense for Arizona.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
Something that's also benefited tonight are the turnovers they forced and the points that have come along with those forced turnovers.
Campbell, he's checked in for Illinois. Free comes in for Porter.
And it's easy to admire Perez, a gifted player with a tremendous drive to be as good as he can possibly be.
He makes the first of 3, and that makes it a 7-point lead. He makes the second free throw, and that stretches their lead to 8. And he's good on all 3 free throws, and that will put them up by 9. Here's Free, defended by the Beast, doubled by the Beast. Kicks to Roberts. Fires, high post, will not go. This is off the front iron. They're in good position here to ride it out.
Certainly, if they just play smart, this game's over.
The pick, Alabaster dishes to Mitchell. 35 seconds left here in the second half of the game. Lewis, Mitchell. Arizona moving the ball around. 4 on the clock. From downtown, Illinois grabs the miss.
Just much of a deficit to overcome.
Just not enough clicks and ticks left on that clock in this one, Greg.
Now Perez. Takes a 3. It's in.
A wonderful job by Perez there, really cutting through the defense. Just awesome at making the call in these pick and roll.
So Arizona wins it. Such a special moment for these kids. All the hard work they put in, all the pressure, Greg, they've been under all tournament long. This is pure emotion. Being able to call themselves now champions.
And Kevin, from the players, the rest of the students watching, I mean, this is something that can never be taken from you. Always have this moment in history to reflect upon.
And it's such a punishing path to this moment. I mean, you look back on all the close calls along.
I can't believe I'm about to go pro.
Hey, so where do they have you now?
Oh, man, I can't even keep track anymore.
Well, look, I did my part. I was getting you open looks all season. And don't forget me next time you get an award.
What's up, guys? It's Lauren, and I'm
Solely responsible for my basketball success.
Look, man, I won't even have to do all that. You're going to be up there with me.
Man. But I'll probably be in Europe somewhere next year.
Whoa, Europe, man. Look, I can't see that there's possibly 30 guards in the NBA who are better than you. What's up, coach?
Hey, the big man on.
Hello?
Hello? Is this the president of basketball?
Yeah, I guess this is Prez. Who is this?
Okay, thank you. Please hold for Mike Krzyzewski.
Excuse me, who did you say? Hello?
Hello, is this Prez?
Yeah, Perez, is this Coach K?
Yeah, it is. I'm sure you're wondering why I'm calling.
Yeah, I am.
Well, I've got a very good reason for calling, I can assure you.
Yeah, that's great.
You were absolutely terrific this season in college, and we...
Wow, Coach, that is an unbelievable offer. I don't know.
Does that mean you accept?
100%. Yeah,
That's amazing. We'll get you some additional details shortly, and I'm really looking forward to coaching you at our next...
All right, thanks, Coach.
See you this summer, Prez.
All right, see you.
Welcome, everyone, to an exciting night of international basketball. We have the United States. So Australia, the team swap here for Team USA. Australia trails by 9.
And on the international stage like this, it is always amazing to see the best and brightest of the United States come together. So many teams represented here today.
And the saying is country before club. And as much as all these stars like to battle in the NBA, they all have one goal when playing in the red, white, and blue. An incredible collection of talent for sure, and one mission in mind: win it.
Anthony dishes to Butler. Anderson against Anthony. Here's the Beast. Makes good on the step jumper. The Beast's got his second bucket of the game to go. Well, it's been a... bit of a tradition to take one exceptional college player on the U.S. team and on their roster. This cycle, it's Prez's turn.
And it's happened before. Christian Laettner and the Brow, and just how those two were special in college. The same can be said for Prez. Plus, he'll get a chance to test himself on the international stage.
Fires for 3. Drills it from outside. The Beast's got 7. And Matthew Dellavedova, a hard-nosed guard for sure, followed the footsteps of Patty Mills playing at St. Mary's in the San Francisco Bay Area.
Yeah, he played all 4 years there at St. Mary's, winning West Coast Conference Player of the Year in 2012. And Dellavedova as the Gales' all-time leader in points and assists. Outstanding career at St. Mary's.
Prez with the bucket. Guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Team USA.
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught him off guard, playing airtight defense and coming up with the steals.
And also, they're jumping on a lot of turnovers, making sure they turn them into points at the other end.
To the paint, off the screen, George with no one around. That's in there. Anthony with the assist. George has got himself going there, his first points of the game on the deep ball.
This tournament has shown the world just how far Australian basketball has come. A lot of great players on this team, and almost all of them playing for NBA.
Well, over the past few decades, basketball has really exploded in Australia. And they're seeing what could be the start of a golden era for their national team.
Exum with it. Butler covering. Here's Dellavedova. Here's Anderson. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
They are really doing a nice job establishing a presence inside early.
And watch, Clark, how the game goes, because this is going to open things up on the perimeter.
Lob pass to George. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley. Dellavedova from outside. That misses. Would have counted had it gone in. Welcome back, everyone. International basketball at its finest. Already 1 quarter in the books. USA versus Australia. lot of talent on both of these teams.
And guys, this USA squad looks pumped and really ready to go. They've got to be feeling pretty good about how they've been playing.
No doubt about that. I mean, but this Australian team is extremely talented, and there's plenty of them left. So it'll be interesting to see how the Boomers execute here in the second quarter.
Here's Lowry.
Well, when the U.S. picks players from the NBA, it just isn't about taking the best player position. They look at much more than that to assemble the best team that they can.
Yeah, and that's a great point because this is not an all-star team, although many of these players are all. There's a difference. Really, they proved that steal. Presidential pardon.
There's 1:40 left in the first half. Three-pointer, Dellavedova, and that comes off the assist by Exum. 1:31 left in the first half. Now here's Prez. 10 points for him. Pops it up for Jordan. And out of bounds. Australia will have it.
I tell you what, that's just a major unforced error right there, guys. My goodness.
And here's Australia now. .110 left in the second quarter. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for two. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan.
And Matthew Dellavedova has competed nationally for Australia since the age of 19. That goes back to 2009. So he's got a wealth of experience in international play.
And you have to be impressed with the balance that the Australian team has. Defenders and scorers from top to bottom. It's a big part of why they have been so successful here in the tournament.
Yep, exactly. I mean, the Australians together a team that works extremely well with each other and have played unselfish basketball the whole way. I mean, they're definitely more than the sum of their parts on paper, and I'd say kudos to the Australian Federation for putting the group together.
Irving kicks to Prez. Lock at 6. That shot off. Australia goes the other way with it. And I saw where Dellavedova was voted the dirtiest player, guys, in the NBA in one survey back in January of 2016.
Yeah, I don't know about that. He does play with relentless effort and a physicality. But I haven't seen any real cheap shots on his part in the years with the Cavs.
The Beast passes to Jordan, and it's Jordan with the jam.
Remarkable dish that time from Prez, tearing defenses on the pick and roll.
Dellavedova, the shot missing. 8. Big group substitution here for Team USA. Paul George, he's checked in for Draymond Green. DeRozan comes in for Kevin Durant. Jimmy Butler, he's in for Klay Thompson. And it's the Beast in for Kyrie Irving.
Hey guys, this is something that happens in every international gathering. It's fun to see so many of the U.S. Australian players going head-to-head, even though they're on the same NBA team.
Yeah, and they've played against each other before in practice, but in competition, where a title is on the line, you better believe it'll be a no-hold-barred affair.
Basket good. Dellavedova's got 7 points in the game. Well, they're really making a point of keeping the ball moving around.
That's the key. He can't focus on one player, and no matter what anybody tells you, that ball will always move quicker than the defender.
Up again.
And he is starting to turn it on now after that slow start.
1:52 left to play in the third. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Nice D from Cousins.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
Lob pass to George.
And just amazing awareness there. Prez whipping the ball all over quickly to the uncovered man.
George has gone 2 of 3 4. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
And they need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Outside Martin. Some nice ball movement by Australia. Just 5 on the clock.
And perhaps the biggest strength of this Australian team, their passing ability. Everyone at every position has a great sense of how to move the ball around.
Yeah, when you have guys like Ingles, who all have size and can keep the ball moving around when it's not in the hands of a guard, I mean, that's a fun, enjoyable style of basketball to watch.
Catching up changes for Team USA. Jordan, he's checked in for Cousins. And Anthony subbed in for DeMar DeRozan. Down low. Baines. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. He's got 8.
Dellavedova is really good at finding his teammates.
They have been really controlling this one.
You never want to be complacent on the floor. That's when you lose momentum.
And slam dunk by Jordan.
And the tremendous instincts of Prez, effortless, throwing the ball over to his guys.
To the middle. Here's Dellavedova. And that comes off the assist by Exum. Dellavedova's got 4 this quarter.
Great job to hit his teammate on that move.
Prez with the ball. Beyond the arc. That shot.
Dang.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got the big substitution here for Team USA. DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Draymond Green comes in for Anthony. Klay Thompson, he's checked in for Irving. And it's the beast in for Kyle Lowry.
What is amazing to me about this U.S. team is that on every NBA team, all these players are the guy. Yet here for the U.S. team, each player has no qualms or hesitation to put their ego aside and play a minor role if needed.
Well, you know all of these guys, Greg, are great competitors, and they know that they'll see the ball a lot being part of this team, but it's part and parcel of the sacrifice they sign up for when they have the honor of representing the United States in international competition.
And an important of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for Team USA.
Their defense has been outstanding, closing out on shots and blocking a few as well.
You know, adding on to that, we can't fail to mention all the steals they've piled up, too. I mean, that's making a big difference. They've really gotten into them defensively.
And it's Martin missing.
Well, one of his issues is a player that just does not excel at fighting through contact on his way to the rim.
And it's good for 2.
And that's sort of been the story here today, hasn't it?
Yeah, you know, stops have not been easy to come by for him. To me, it looks as though they've been lost defensively.
Hits the jumper in space.
Well, for many, the fact that Australia even made it to the finals of this tournament is an accomplishment on its own.
Yeah, I agree with you wholeheartedly there, Greg. No matter what happens in this game, this is already going to be the best finish for the offseason, a tournament like this. So hats off to them. Congratulations for a job well done.
Prez, no good.
Hey, they got the shot they wanted off of that pick, but it just doesn't fall.
Yeah, it didn't go down, but you'll take that shot every single time, Greg. That's good offense.
Tipped away. It's stolen by Prez. From the arc. Australia grabs the miss. Here's Martin with the second effort, and the layup is good.
How about the purpose with which he's crashing the backboards right now? Some hard-earned second chance points.
Here's the beast. Hits the target from 18 feet.
Yeah, Prez is high level from mid-range. I mean, all he needs is a little space, and he's good to let it go.
1:31 left in the fourth quarter. And the rejection by Cousins. Here is Durant. Prez with the screen for Durant. Feeds it to Prez. From the arc. But he stays with it. Shoots the 3. The shot off that time. Australia goes the other way with it. Martin kicks to Ingles. 13 feet away. And the basket is good. They're making this a runaway.
And the only question for me right now is just how big the lead will eventually become.
Kevin, he's missing shot after shot after shot from long range. With time running low, he'd be better off trying something else.
And that's a foul. So it's Team USA winning this one easily. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
And that'll do it, folks.
Good evening and welcome to the NBA Draft. With the first pick in the NBA Draft, the Philadelphia 76ers select Ben Simmons. Melbourne, Australia, and Louisiana State University. With the second pick in the NBA Draft, the Los Angeles Lakers select Brandon Ingram from Duke University. With the third pick in the NBA Draft, the Boston Celtics select Jaylen Brown from the University of California, Berkeley. With the fourth pick in the NBA Draft, the Phoenix Suns select Dragan Bender from Croatia. With the fifth pick in the NBA Draft, the Minnesota Timberwolves select Chris Dunn. With the sixth pick in the NBA Draft, the New Orleans Pelicans select the 19-year-old point guard from the University of Arizona.
Welcome to the NBA, gentlemen.
Can't believe we made it, man.
Yep. All right, so practice tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. I'm just joking. Enjoy the... All right, so this is our trainer and your...
Anybody wants a piece? Guess the crown is heavy.
Anyway.
Oh, there he is.
it's gonna be fine.
Where's the love?